everyone, it's Crafty Music Lover here, and today we are going to be planning a TV show and movie planner tracker. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. As far as the actual planner pages, I'm going to be using Happy Planner inserts, and it is these ones. I cannot remember where exactly these came from, but it was just a filler paper extension pack, and I'm going to be using these because I think that the little polka dots on the side here kind of represent like cinema and movie kind of thing, so I thought these would be nice to use. I also actually did a little bit of pre-planning for this specific planner tracker because I have 3 different kinds of tracking that I'm going to do. So this is a little page that I just really quickly and very messily sketched out, just ideas that I wanted to have for the specific pages. So I do have 3 pages that we're going to go through today. So I'm going to plan my covers for each of these sections. So I have a section for TV shows, a section for movies, and then a section for shorts and miniseries. For example, the new short that came out by Pixar, which is 22 versus Earth. I kind of want to have little pieces here and there in case I wanted to write something down on how I felt about it. Or if there's like a mini series that came out, I want to be able to do that. So my idea for each cover page is actually going to be a list of the different movies and TV shows that I watched in 2021. So for the cover of each page, I'm going to be doing something a little different. For my movies, it's going to be film strips, and I'll write the title of each movie inside the little film strip. As far as decoration, I don't really have a good basis on this one, but I do have this scrapbook sticker page by the Paper Studio, and it has just a ton of different movie kind of things. So I was thinking of lining the side with this cinema ticket strip and then maybe putting some of these items on the page. Like I said, I don't really have a good thought process on how I want to do this. All I know is that I want it to be film strips going across the page. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and lay this on top and punch it out so that it will become an even piece and I'll have a nice clean white space to work with. So I decided to wait on punching the holes for the planner page until this was complete because I wanted this ticket cinema washi sticker to go across the edge of the page and then punch it after. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just laying this down and cutting it off. And then I decided to pull some of this film and movie themed stickers, and I wanted the title to look like it is coming out of this red projector, and so that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here. And then here you can see I'm trying to figure out how big I want each of the film strip squares to be because that's where I'm going to write down each and every movie. And I'm using this little die cut as an example so I can kind of see how I want everything to look and make it look nice and pretty. So I actually found a square rubber stamp in my stamping collection that I thought might actually work better as a film strip. So right now I am just using the back of that planning page that I showed you earlier and trying to figure out how the film strip is going to look on the page. So like I said, I'm just testing out to see if that black square box is actually going to work for the film strip or if I'm going to just need to stick to the actual strips, but we'll figure it out as it goes. So I decided that while the rubber stamp was a good idea, it was probably better for me to just use the film strips that I have, and unfortunately, as you saw, I only had a few of them, so I decided to just hand draw them on the page, and that is why you will see me taking a very long time to figure out how I want it to go. So after I did this one, I realized that it was going to take forever if I did it in pencil and then went back right over the drawing and did it in black ink, so I just decided to complete the rest of the outlines in black ink. So here I go outlining every single nook and cranny with this black ink pen. So here I'm just carrying over a little bit more of the film strip over to the edge just to complete it and make it look a little bit less yucky, I guess. Okay, so now that that is done, I think I'm just going to write the title and I'm just going to put movies because I feel like anything else would be a little too much. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to use a pencil because I don't know how this is going to look. So we'll see. You know, that's actually not a terrible job. I don't think that it looks completely incorrect. So I like this, but I think what I want to do is add a little extra line here. Just for aesthetic purposes. And yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that looks much better. All right, now it's time for the coloring. So I got these Cali art markers from Amazon, and I actually found these out from Bellamena on YouTube. If you guys watch her, she has created this book series. I'll leave her channel on the screen and then the description box below. But they were really cheap. They were like $30 for a pack of 100, and I am very excited to use it. You know what I just realized would probably have been better if I had done this in red, but it's too late now. So I'm debating if I should color these film strips in. I kind of feel like I should, but I just wasted all that time outlining it and I slightly regret everything. Okay, yeah, it was a really good idea to color these in, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of them. Okay, and this page is officially done. I am very happy. It took very long time, but my movies header page is officially done. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the TV shows. So I did a little bit of pre-planning for this page off camera. I just sketched some different kinds of TVs here, and I didn't know how long it was going to take for me to do my movies, so that's why I went ahead and just pre-planned it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my brand new Cali Art markers and I'm going to outline and color in the TVs. So I just decided to pick out a couple of colors that I thought looked old and vintage, because when I think of some of these TVs that I drew, I think of very old and vintage looking TVs with a lot of color. And I actually had one of these kinds of TVs when I was growing up. It was very ugly, and I distinctly remember occasionally having to switch the dial. I don't know why I remember this, because I think we had it until I was maybe like 5 years old, so I don't know why that is a specific memory that I remember, but now you know. So I'm first going to start out with coloring some of the newer looking TVs in with black, and what my plan is for these TVs is to have the actual screen of the TV to be where I'm going to write the actual show that I'm watching. Oh no! Crisis averted. However, to avoid more scary, I didn't want my white desk to be messed up, so I put on my tile. That's okay if this gets stuff all over it. But now we're gonna move on to more coloring. Now what I'm doing is just cutting them out and arranging them on the page to make sure that they look right and that they kind of go well together. Okay, and the page is all done, and the only thing I did off camera was to just add some of this washi tape to the top to make it kind of look more vintagey. So now what we're going to do is add the title, which I left a little bit of space right here so I could do that. So once again, I am pulling out my Cali Art markers and picking out a couple colors that I thought would work well with the specific theme of the page. All I'm doing here is just putting on the title, and I am using the stencil because I have really bad hand lettering and I did not want to mess up the page. If you are wondering why I am double outlining everything, it's because I realized that the gray outline did not look very well, so I'm going back over it in a black Sharpie to try and salvage the word as much as I can. I don't know if it actually salvaged or if it kind of made it look worse, but it's okay. I'm actually really happy with it, and I like the way the color pulled the washi tape into the page. Alrighty, and we are finally done with the TV show's page, and now we're going to move on to the last and final page, which is going to be the shorts and miniseries tracker page. Once again, I did do a little bit of pre-planning here, and I sketched out this little idea that I have for the mini series and shorts. And it's basically just popcorn coming out of the bag. This is not an original idea, by the way. I did go through just some inspirational pictures on Pinterest, and I found somebody who did movies based on like this specific way to track, and I thought it was really cute, so I said, you know, I'll do this for my mini series and shorts tracker because it's a really good idea. There are several of this kind of spread, and I don't know who came first, but just know that this is not an original idea and it came from Pinterest. But like I said, just to save some time, I went ahead and sketched this out, and I am going to go ahead and color everything in. So here I go picking out a color for the popcorn, and I chose this one that looked most like popcorn in my opinion, and then I picked out a red color for the bag, and I am going to just very carefully erase all of the lines so that you cannot see them showing through, and then I'm going to color them in. And now I am taking that same stencil that I used for the TV show spread, and I'm just adding a little title to the page. So here I go, just outlining the stencil lettering in with this Cali Art marker, and I am being very careful, as you can see, because I do not want it to bleed through and over and mess up like it did with the TV show page. And then I am taking my black Sharpie fine tip pen and just outlining the gray letters with that pen just to give it a little bit more of a pop. Now that the page is done, I'm going to go ahead and line a little bit of it with this film strip washi tape just to make it more cohesive as a spread. And then I'm going to be gluing it on to that lined page. The shorts and mini-series planner page is now officially done. I am very happy with how this looks. And that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got some inspiration. I absolutely love these pages, and I am so excited to plan my tracking and to write down everything that I have seen and I watch, and I'm very excited. Be on the lookout for more videos like this. I am hoping to do some plan with me videos on a couple of TV shows and movies that I have recently watched very soon, so like I said, be on the lookout for that. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already so you don't miss more content just like this. I do have other content besides planner related videos on my channel. I work with polymer clay, I do art prompt journal books, so at the current moment I am working in my one page at a time, but it is coming to a close, so be on the lookout for more art prompt journal videos in the future. And I also have haul and organization videos on my channel as well. All of my playlists will be linked down in the description box below, so don't forget to check those out. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, craft on. Bye guys!